What's up, guys and gals? It's time for the latest piece of One Piece, chapter 1115. Now, as I've already said in my Kengan reactions, and I know that this video review is particularly late. Long story short, wife is leaving me, very distraught, hence the sunglasses, don't really want to face the music right now, so despite that, I do want to talk a little bit about 1115, though there isn't really a whole lot to say, nothing that anybody better than me couldn't go over, you know, teching and stuff. He'll break this down in a great way. We do get to see a lot of returning characters and stuff, and that's great and everything like that, but suffice it to say, all this chapter really gives us is Vegapunk's message is basically telling us that, hey, the world used to be like our Earth, you know, continents, grand, great, amazing, and we could travel the seas and airplanes willy-nilly. He doesn't say airplanes, but pretty much what he's saying is that there was the great continents and stuff like that, and they sunk, but this was not part of the natural order of things. They were caused by the ancient weapons, and those ancient weapons still exist. That's pretty much the long and short of this chapter, though we do get a few other special moments. We do get Stussy, the clone of Stussy, not really recognizing like what she's supposed to do. Like Edison tells her to get out of there and stuff. Like, what you're doing right now holds no bearing at this point, and Kaku's just looking on like, wondering what's kind of what the right plan is right now. And then Stussy's like, I don't know what to do with this. With Vegapunk gone, I don't really know what the right answer is to do. What is my purpose? What am I supposed to do? Sort of that like clone, robot, sentient life form, sort of trying to figure out their role in the world. Like, what are they supposed to do after their function is over, after their programmer is dead, you know what I mean? So we're doing that existential crisis a little bit here. We jump all over the place, by the way. We see Mars, we see Foxy, we see the guys who pretend to be at the beginning of the time skip, who pretend to be the Straw Hat Pirates, are now pretending to be the Kid Pirates and stuff like that. We see them again. You know, we see a lot of different things. And then we also end up seeing that, I forget his name, Samurai Gandhi, though. He ends up slicing like everything in his goddamn path. We get some fantastic double spreads with him. The S Seraphim are just completely beside themselves by the sheer raw power. It likely is part of his sword, not exactly. I mean, once again, the Gorosei all have massive skill and stuff like that. I'm not going to deny that, but I think the fact that all the Seraphim are shocked by this, everybody else, the hockey used and stuff like that, I feel like part of it has to do with the sword he's using. I mean, once again, it's one of the Kitetsu blades, you know what I mean? It's clearly the Shodai, and it's the best of the bunch. It's an Owazumano blade. Could he do the same thing without it? Who knows? It's an automatic black blade, you know what I mean? So good questions to have there. And then we do get the whole, hey, the world has sunk. Like, right now, what you're seeing as a mountain is the peak of an even greater mountain, you know? Like, your mountain is a Mount Everest to somebody else, you know? The hilltop is just nothing. It's 200 meters, all this shit, and 200 meters is about 600 feet, each meter is 3.3 feet, so 200 meters would be times 3, so 2 times 3, you know, is 6, but by the point 3, it's probably about 700 feet, so let's just call it 700 to 800 feet, give or take. That's a lot. That's a shit ton. That's a crazy amount of depth. The only one not shocked by this is, I mean, a lot of people are shocked, but surprisingly, Dragon and Sabo are not shocked by this. Though I shouldn't say surprisingly, because obviously this is part of why Dragon is doing what he's doing. He probably knows all this. So He talks about the 200 meters. Vegapunk just goes on. Dr. Correja's there. We see Miss Golden. We see, like, we're just going through reaction shots of this message that basically is just saying, hey, this is nuts. It's like, yeah, okay, so the world we know isn't the world we know. And then it just goes back to say that the ancient weapons that sank the world into the sea 800 years ago. And what Vegapunk is trying to convey in this entire chapter is to say, the world sank 800 years ago. The Void Century, the world sank by 200 meters. That wasn't natural. That wasn't something from space, a meteorite hit, nothing like that. It was caused. It was a cause and effect, and it was by these ancient weapons. They sank the world, and they still exist, and await the moment that they will stir up once again. They are still active. In other words, the vast war that arose during the Void Century has not come to an end yet. It is not over yet. And that ends the chapter. So, while a lot of theorists and stuff will bring themselves into this fold for a chapter and stuff like that, right now, obviously, I'm incredibly distraught. I don't even know how I'm making these videos right now. In fact, I'm just having a moment of blaseness to be able to even record right now. I'm not able to play my draft league. I'm not able to enjoy sports. I've basically been just distracting myself with projects, right? Things that I've been putting off, and I work all day at them until the sun goes down, and then boom, I hit the ground running, and then I don't know what to do with myself, and then boom, I do something like this, you know. So boom, boom, boom. Let's add a couple more booms in there. I wish I had I mean, I probably could add animations of explosions going off every time I say boom, but yeah, maybe I'll try that. Maybe I'll try my hand at that. Maybe it'll distract me. Either way, I do appreciate everyone from the Kengan video for giving me their support, and I will appreciate everyone going forward that says, hey, keep your head up and stuff like that. But right now, I'm extremely ashamed. I'm embarrassed, and I just right now hate myself, in all honesty. So sad ending for a review video, and I know you guys aren't here to hear my personal life, but that is why that this chapter 1115 review has taken so long, is because I don't even know if I'm going to continue doing YouTube right now. So I said that in the Kengan reviews, saying it here. I just don't know what to do with my life anymore. So once again, hence the sunglasses, hence the blaseness. Just giving you guys the lowdown. Sorry to say. But anyways, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, or dislike if it suits your fancy. And we will see all of you back here, hopefully next time, on the next piece of One Piece.